They'll be calling you a radical. We got big, significant breaking news on Fukushima. This is a very big deal. I want to explain it. Livermore has released this today. Now let's remember, Norman has released this. He makes me sick, and I want all you Missing Sky, kind of taking up the slack for Miss Milky, you vloggers and bloggers and information givers. I want you guys to know something. This is not a popularity contest, and this is not about numbers. It's not about how many are watching, it's who's watching. Read this. I know for a fact they're watching. I want to talk about this from the inception. As I started reporting this the first day, I've been an anti-nuclear activist 40 years. I want to talk about this, how I know who's watching. When I travel around the country, after I got cancer, after I come out of the bone marrow transplant unit, I get people call me all the time. They'll call me on the phone, they'll say, Kevin, can I come see you? Usually a block number, another number. Powerful people, incredible. You wouldn't believe the people. You know, John Hurley, the National Press Corps, there's one of them. You don't think he's a powerhouse? I get lots of people like that. They come, they talk to me, and they're like, Kevin, we're watching. We don't dare comment. We don't dare be seen with you. We don't dare, we're afraid to even come. And after I saw the military industrial freaking lock, stock, barrel police force on us in San Diego, just me and Lori can confirm it. And I mean, you would not believe U.S. Marshal's Office, private security, San Diego PD, everybody, all over it. I mean, dozens and dozens. I understand why Aaron Swartz, Michael Hastings, I am Pat fucking Tillman. To tell the truth is to die. To be a thief, robbing, evil, hairspray, lion, mass murdering lunatic is to be an oligarch god. I want to say this. He has come out and said him and his students were collecting the rainwater at Berkeley from the inception and testing it, which I reported in detail, which I've been reporting since the very beginning. The Livermore, Cal Berkeley Air and Water Monitoring, which I follow it daily from the inception, the lying whores that they are. They were collecting milk data all over the Bay Area. They didn't start releasing the data till 3 years ago. They didn't start releasing the data till my inside leaked it to me and I started reading. The KOK study, the international team that was in Japan on June 2011, including the University of Arizona, those whores, covered up, they said, I've leaked it. Berkeley would not release it till I started reading it online. Then it shows up. Sanjay Gupta, CNN, pulls his transcript down to the Dog and Pony Show he did 2 weeks post on his malice that he committed, his war crimes that he committed. Pulled the transcript. I kept going. CNN site, a whistleblower leaked it to me. I read online, reappears. He's saying right here, right now, that he says he watches reports on the YouTube. I know for a fact they all do. I have an incredible powerhouse whistleblower inside Berkeley. I have the transcript from the Situation Room, which look, I don't want him to Bradley Manning me. I surely don't want him to Julian Assange me. Julian Assange didn't even breach the thing. Julian Assange was a reporter. And if you don't think about Dan Rather, what they would have done to him. Oh yeah, they did beat him up in 1968 on the convention floor. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, that CBS did fire for him for calling George W. Bush a draft dodger when George W. Bush was drafted. To tell the truth is to die. I am not afraid. I've been fighting AML leukemia. I was at the Eagles concert last night. And by the way, I'm a huge fan of those guys. And I got to tell you, it was the best concert I've seen since the late 70s. I mean, it made me cry. It was so emotional. I got to tell you this story. You know, I don't have any money. I don't have a lot of money. Cancer broke me. So I'm standing there. Tickets are 180 bucks on the floor. I'm not going to pay no 180 bucks, you know, and I'm just trying to get a cheap sheet. I'll sit up in the rafters. I don't care. I just want to be there because I love those guys. And so I'm kicking around. This girl comes up and she says, Kevin. Starts talking to me and she says, you remember me? And I'm like, no. And then it was a friend of mine from 15 years. She's 10 years younger than me. Where you been? And I says, I've had AML leukemia. I've been fighting for my life. And she says, I have stage 4 colon cancer. It's in my beautiful, beautiful, in shape, everything. I'm like, oh my God, no. I mean, it's over and over and over. And some girl just out of randomly comes walking up to me. She says, Kevin, here, I got an extra ticket. I know you from YouTube. I says, well, I got a little bit of money. I'll give you 40 bucks. Glenn Fry. A lot of people don't know I'm from Detroit, Michigan. who gave us Ted Nugent. I wish they'd take him back. And I want people to understand about my rants about that piece of fucking scum Ted Nugent. One of my goals in life is to fight that fucking guy. He says this, he got a deferment from Vietnam, he was a draft dodger, which I'm all for draft dodging, whatever. Fuck that fucking war, fuck this war machine. But, you know how he goes on his rants. He does an interview. He says, well, you got a deferment because you pissed and shit yourself. Yeah, but if I went, I would have killed a lot of people. Know this, my father was killed by Cal Berkeley. He was murdered. My father was murdered by fucking Cal Berkeley. He was murdered in the fucking trenches, that drafted Marine. He didn't go fucking join. And I got to tell you, at that concert last night, I really felt like it was 1972 and I was back in San Diego, which San Diego, Utah in the 70s is my childhood, and I mean, it made me cry. What happened to this fucking country? What fucking happened to us? If you get a chance, go see it. It's fucking spectacular. I mean, what a group of fucking spec. And you know me, I went and saw the boss, and he's advertising for fucking fish and dolphins. Tom Schultz is one of the greatest fucking con men in fucking human history. Fuck him too. But I want people to understand. He's saying now they collect, and he says, oh, we're watching the internet. Really? Really? You get funded billions of dollars and you're getting information from me? From Missing Sky? From Miss Milky? From Rat Chick? From these loggers and bloggers? Really? Yeah, you fraud, phony fuckers. All the fucking money is not, you're gonna, I got news for all you fuckers. I got news for you at Livermore, the head of the snake, you mass murdering evil fucks that you are. For they watch over me. They watch over me, the ones that passed in front of me. My father was nuked to death. The dozens and dozens and dozens of people you murdered, and I watch. I've been in the bone marrow. I'm head of the fucking support team. I sit with people as they die. Young, beautiful people. By the dozens, by the way. What I've seen since Fukushima happened, I used to eat, sleep, drink this. I literally sleep with it. I was given 2 months to live. I was in the bone marrow transplant unit for a long, long, long time. Fighting hardcore. This camera does no justice for my path, my walk. I am not afraid. They watch over me. And I support the Pacific Ocean. Those powers, you are no match. You are no match for the powers of the mighty blue Pacific. As you fucking genocide her. As you genocide her. You, Norman, you are an evil fucker. You got the data, it took you 3 years to leak it out. John GOFMAN, you know who John GOFMAN is. You know I know who John GOFMAN is. He said this 1090'd you fucking railroaded it. You at Cal Berkeley, you evil fuckers, you have the guts to say the J. Oppenheimer Foundation, well, what you did to J. Oppenheimer, he was anti-bomb. What you did to him is evil. You tellers, you fucking teller from Stanford and made him your own. You changed that from fucking the J. Oppenheimer to the teller, the mass murdered evil fuckers that you are. I've seen all the data from the milk station, you questioned from day one. And I had it very early and I read it online. And these fucking numbers are off the fucking earth. You do not get cesium 134 and 137 without getting plutonium. You do not. You know that, I know that. All you fuckers know that. Now you want to release fucking water you've collected data? 1,270 days later? Oh no, we're not biting. We're not biting. I have the transcript from inside. And by the way, I get worried that Janet's going to rule probably here in the next few, maybe as soon as tomorrow. My guess is maybe Thursday or Friday. This is a heavy, heavy burden laid at her feet. And I know this because I've been talking to the attorneys. Even the attorneys had no idea what rabbit hole they were going down. You go into this fucking rabbit hole with fucking TEPCO, Toshiba, Westinghouse. By the way, all ties right here, and I'll show you how and where. These evil, evil fuckers. When he died, the head of the Kokal Fukushima 50, I had the emails from his mom telling me he was going to die. I read them online, telling everything that I've said. I have my ear beyond to the ground. My ear is in the ground, literally. This genre right here, YouTube. You guys have underestimated it. You've underestimated me. You've way underestimated me. You're saying, oh, where's this guy been? What? Because CNN didn't tell you? Fox News didn't tell you? I've been here the whole time. And try me. Try me. I am a walking, talking, fighting encyclopedia on nuclearism. And by the way, all you climate mockers in New York, hello, Megan Rice is sitting in a prison sentence cell on Atlantic Avenue in Brooklyn, New York City. Hello. Hello, I've been there. Who is she? Oh, Dorothy Day is going to be sainted. You guys have lost your way. You've lost your soul. You've lost your conscience. You've lost all of it. It is pathetic. You know, they sang so many of those great songs like now, once you started wearing those shoes, oh boy. Once you started wearing, once you put that Cal Berkeley fucking noose around your neck, the golden handcuffs, Stanford fight, once you started wearing those fucking shoes, oh boy, fucking evil woman, fuck you, evil fuck, you're gonna pay, you're gonna fucking pay. And I've kept a list and I know every fucking bit of this detail and I have the data. You can only cover it up for so long and it's coming out and it's gonna fucking break loose and you're gonna fucking pay. The spirits of the mighty blue, we won't have to do it. Dana says lynch him up and hang, oh no, that's way too good for you. I'm a non-violence guy, I'm a peace activist. I love Code Pink, I love Megan Rice, I love Power Shares, I'm a peace activist. I'm a human rights activist. Love them, forgive them for they know not what they do. It was the people killing him. Love your enemies. I have a tough time doing that, but I try. I am trying. I'm getting better at loving my enemies. Thou shalt not kill. You're fucking murderers. I know. I'm on to you. I know what you're doing. I know how you're doing it. And everybody has it backed up. You can't take me down now. Too many eyes have been on me. I have you. I have you exposed. I know who you are in detail, and I know what you did. Warriors, you telling us, warriors, come out and play, warriors. Well, we came out and fucking played. I've watched this death in my fucking face. You evil, evil motherfuckers. The head of the snake, Livermore released it. I was at Livermore on Thanksgiving Day, bringing star power to earth. Oh yeah, you're gonna fucking pay. Oh, you're gonna pay. And the mighty fucking blue Pacific is going to make all you lying fucking. Ken Buser's name's on the study as Berkeley shoved a banana up his fucking ass and he liked it. He is an evil, evil black and yellow journalistic whore. These are all my terms. This is my place, my time. Oh, curse the spite that I was ever born to set this right, but I was. And I've accepted it. I've accepted poverty. I've accepted the fucking pain. I've accepted the threats. I accepted a gun put in my face at the Megan Rice Hurley. I've accepted sleeping on the fucking bench. I've accepted the fucking attacks. I've accepted poverty. I've accepted all for a trade-off. I get a second chance in life. I was given fucking 2 months to live. I'll take that deal. Thank you. Thank you. I'll take that deal. And I know the deal is I fight this until I die. The good fight. We know who you are and we know what you did. Stay on tune it.